In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to shoot video in natural light, so if you're on the go and you need to film a video, you know what to do. I'm Amanda Horvath, and I'm all about helping business owners and entrepreneurs leverage the power of video without breaking the bank or taking up tons of their time. So if you're looking to use video in your strategy this year, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. I have to do a very fast timeout on this video because I'm currently editing it and the audio within the video is not very good, and I want to take full responsibility for that. Here is what happened. I was testing out some new microphones, which you're going to hear me talk about in the video, and I assumed they were a little bit more of a plug-and-play situation. So I have a video coming up soon with the best wireless microphones for the iPhone because you guys have been asking me for that. So I tested this one out with this video, and I really should have played around with them a little bit more before doing it. And I ended up having too high of an input. So I could have adjusted the levels on this guy and ended up not doing that. And so the audio, my voice going into my camera, ended up peaking. So what happens when audio files peak is you are actually cutting off the waveform and losing data when it's too loud for the phone to be able to handle. So the input level is too loud, and so you're going to hear some distortion in the audio as you listen to this. Plus we're outside, which is kind of the whole point of this. I wanted it to be a little bit louder and show you guys how it's a little bit more challenging to shoot outside with audio. So anyway, I wanted to preface that. I will have more on this microphone coming soon, but wanted to take full responsibility. It's not necessarily the microphone's fault. I believe it is my fault. So with that, let's get back to the video. One of my top tips for creating sustainable video content is to have one go-to set that you use at all times. But if you're a nomadic traveler and you're constantly on the move, or if you just like shooting outside and you want to mix it up occasionally, then how do you take that concept on the road? Well, in this video, I want to walk you through what to consider when shooting outside so that no matter where you are in the world, you can always film a video. So let's start by talking about the gear that you're going to need. So obviously, if you are traveling, you're out and about, you want to have as compact of a gear setup as possible. So I highly recommend shooting on your phone because it's always in your back pocket and it's just one little swipe away from hitting record. And then this tripod is awesome. It's the Gorilla tripod. I've linked to all of this gear in the description below, so check that out for exact details. But this thing can be really fun because you can wrap it around a tree branch, a sign on a road or whatever, or even put it on the ground and kind of squat down and talk to it, which can lead to some really cool camera angles. Now, if you are wanting to just get outside and shoot within your own city and having compact gear isn't as big of a deal, then having a regular tripod with your phone holder on it can be really helpful as well, because it can always, no matter where you are, you don't have to look for a tree branch or anything like that. You can just set it down and it can be eye level, which is always a great practice. We'll talk about that more in a second as well. And then for your audio, anytime you are shooting outside, audio is going to be a little bit of an obstacle that you're going to have to face. So right here, we are kind of next to a busy-ish road, and so I wanted to make sure that I had a microphone that was close enough to my mouth so that we're not getting a ton of audio in the background. So I am using a wireless microphone, it has this receiver and then the transmitter that I'm personally wearing, and it's going directly into my iPhone, and I'm just recording using the voice memo app. But if I was to hit record on my phone, it would go into that as well. So I will link to this little guy below. It is from Comica, and I absolutely love it. So that's the gear that you need. This is what I'm going to be using. So let's hop on over and keep moving along. So one of the biggest components that you're going to have to deal with is the sun. So we are going to be walking around, and we switched to the iPhone for this section because surprisingly the iPhone does an amazing job of adjusting to whatever light situation you're dealing with. So just another little plug for the iPhone there. So first and foremost, cloudy days are so much better to shoot with because look how intense this sunlight is on my face right now. It's kind of intense, and we don't have as many options for where to shoot if we are wanting to shoot in the shade. So let's keep walking. Let's get back into the shade over here. So cloudy days are better, and another thing is timing of when you are shooting also matters a ton. So if you are shooting in the morning or the evening, that's going to be a whole lot better because it won't be as harsh of shadows on your face. Whenever the sun is above you, the shadows on your face are going to not look very flattering. So that's something to consider. Plus, you get to avoid the hot part of the day. We're here in Austin, Texas, and it's pretty warm here. Now, another thing is shadows on your face. So right now you can see there's probably like one right across my face. So you want to get into a place that's a little bit more shady so that the entire thing is even on your face. Now, another thing is that you don't want to have a ton of light behind you. So even if you are in the shade, but the background is really, really bright, the camera might expose for the background and you might be almost backlit. So that's something to consider as well in terms of lighting. So overall, cloudy days are better. It will make your life easier. Use the iPhone because it just does a great job, and consider the time of day that you are filming and shoot in areas that are not going to be spotty lighting. If you are shooting with a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, then do not forget your ND filter. This is like sunglasses for your lens, and it totally kills your shoot if you leave the house without your ND filter. I've done that. It's not fun. Now, the filter that I'm using is the Peter McKinnon edition from Polar Pro. It is oh so sexy, so I will for sure be linking to this in the description below as well. So now let's put it all together and actually set up a shot. So I have the tripod here with my iPhone on top of it, and you can see what the shot looks like, and I'd say it looks pretty freaking good. So you can see that I am in the shade. There's no sun shining in the background either. We happen to get a beautiful cloud coming over us, but if the sun was to come out, I'm actually underneath a tree as well, so it's not going to impact the sun coming across my face a lot. Now, in terms of framing is key, so listen up. So the way that I like to do it is I always like to be on the side of my shot so that I could add words over here to kind of emphasize whatever I'm saying if I wanted to. And they call that the rule of thirds. This is the same thing with photography as well. For whatever reason, it just looks a little bit better to be a little bit off center from the middle. This doesn't look as good, or right here. It could look good depending on where you are, but especially with the path being there, it's kind of nice to be on the side. Now, the other thing to consider is that you want to have a proper headspace. Now, this is better to just see what it looks like instead of actually explaining it. So this is too much headroom and it really doesn't look that great. And this is too little headroom. I'm literally cutting off my head. And another thing is with your shoulder, right? You want to make sure that you're not cutting off the edge of your shoulder too. So you want to be exactly positioned like this in the frame. And I have the camera at eye level as well, which makes me look a lot better. If I was to shoot up from the ground up to me, it's not going to look that good. And if I was to shoot a down angle, then I would look really small and weird. So eye level, head space, rule of thirds, and look at the sun. Make sure you're looking nice and fresh in the shade, the background too, and you should have an amazing shot if you implement all of those things. Yay! You made it to the end of the video despite the audio issues. Thanks for dealing with me on that. Please be sure to click like and drop a comment below letting me know your thoughts about this video. And if you would like to dive a little bit deeper into how to clean your audio, I highly, highly recommend watching this video here on how to remove background noise from your videos. It's a game changer. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.